This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Nothing like the fanfare of history as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Green Bay Packers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Seahawks. And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he's down.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Seattle.
Here's Carson. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, for the Seahawks and Packers, the two winningest teams in the NFC during the decade that just wrapped up. And during that decade, Seattle 2 Super Bowl wins. The Packers had 1. And these
Tyler Lockett and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
Good. We're on green.
They've got good performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. They'll run it with Jones.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Jones on the carry.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
At the 14-yard line.
Jones. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
First down.
On first down, Carson. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Seahawk ball carrier. Brought down at the 35-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
This is Carson. And he'll be taken down at the 34. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They're going to look to throw. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal. At the 2.
They'll try to run with Carson. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, that's going to change the course of things. They had a good drive work and a chance to really open things up here in the first quarter. Instead, the defense, they got exactly what they needed.
Yeah, they certainly did, because making that type of a play gives them confidence moving forward and maybe makes them a little more reticent on the offensive side of the ball.
Because if the touchdown had gone the other way, this thing could have started to get ugly early. These two teams all tied after 1.
7-7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with
Tyler Lockett. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Kickoff for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. It's caught. Jones. And he is going to have a Packers first down by about 3 yards. Delay, Jones. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
At the 41-yard line.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic.
Here's Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Jaron Reed in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, they'll roll him out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught by Penny. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
Ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll lock him with a grab over the middle. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7 from the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. And now it's second down.
Shaquille Griffin there defensively.
Throwing again. Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lee. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Now Jones. And the Packers are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones as the first half is winding down. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded in the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people.
You've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds. That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
I'm scared. 56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And that's complete to Croft. And today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
And now he'll tuck it and run. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Packers have moved out in front. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On 2nd down now. It's Carson. He finds an opening past the 40.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown.
Chris Carson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Ryan Switzer on the return. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
27-yard line.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made by Jordan.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Looking to throw on second down. Rodgers. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch, just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Marr able to put this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll look to throw now on first down. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Ronald Blair in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 40. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased.
He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Is good.
And his kick is good.
Packers 31, Seahawks 20.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll set up to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Corey Liggett makes the stop.
37-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And look at this, the punt team is out there. Somebody better give them the memo that it's 2nd down. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Here's Jones. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They run again with Carson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. And the
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Mark Andrews, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. To throw is Rodgers. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming. This is 3rd and 8. Rodgers going to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Now 4th down and 1.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? From the gun, it's Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
A 42-yard attempt.
The kick by Marr is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett. 46 yards. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. It'll be Carson. They run for it. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only 1 timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Brings up 2nd and
Rodgers to throw.
30-yard line. The pass. The tackle made by Jordan Brooks. A loss of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 7.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Now Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Packers, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Seattle, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.